I'm chronicling the history of Pokemon cards by collecting them and putting them in a binder. Collecting them all is a nearly impossible goal, but the first step is to know what you're looking for. Welcome to Check the Box. Well, we're hitting a milestone in today's video with Blastoise, the last of the Gen 1 starters. This also caps off my personal favorite evolution line, so it's been a really fun set of cards to review. Let's dive right in with the first edition base set Blastoise card from 1999, which is still on my wish list. Next, we lose the first edition stamp with the shadowless version. A drop shadow is added under the artwork for the unlimited print, and the last official base set printing is the fourth print, which added the year 2000 in the fine print. The base set card was reprinted a year later in base set 2. It wasn't until 2021 that the card reappeared for Pokemon's 25th anniversary in the Celebrations Classic collection. Then we see another appearance just 2 years later in the Pokemon Trading Card Game Classic. Rolling back to 2000, Dark Blastoise debuts in the Team Rocket set. This artwork appeared twice in the set with a holo and a non-holo version. Each also got a first edition printing. This card was also included in the Legendary Collection reprint set in 2002 instead of the base set card. In addition to the seminal reverse holo card, there was a deck exclusive non-holo card as well. Like the other starters, Blastoise was prominently featured in the Expedition base set. This first artwork gets a holo and non-holo card, each with a reverse holo printing. And there was a second non-holo card. With that, we're about to enter the Lost Decade. If you're not familiar with this, I give some more detail about it in my Venusaur video. The short story is that cards from this era are not well represented in my collection. Now, I do have more Blastoise cards from this era than I did for Venusaur and Charizard, but even so, let's swap away from the binder to cover it more efficiently. FireRed LeafGreen brought us the first Blastoise EX card in 2004. This card was also released in the 2006 World Championships decks. The Pop Series 3 set included both a holo and non-holo Blastoise. Crystal Guardians had two Blastoise cards. The first got multiple reprints, starting with the deck exclusive holo, and then a National Championships promo that also had a printing with a staff stamp. The second Blastoise card in Crystal Guardians was a Delta Species Blastoise with both fighting and metal typing. Secret Wonders was released the next year, which included a holo and reverse holo Blastoise. We see the same release pattern in 2009 with Platinum, and 2010 with Unleashed. This card had multiple reprints, including the Cracked Ice Holo promo, a pre-release card with the set logo, and a staff version of the pre-release card. We get another holo card in Boundaries Crossed, which had a deck exclusive non-holo. We step it up in 2013 with the release of the secret rare Blastoise in Plasma Storm. Then we return back to a holo Blastoise in Plasma Blast. This card got a blister exclusive Cosmos holo, a deck exclusive non-holo, and was included in the World Championships deck in 2013. We're through the Lost Decade, so let's get the binder up to date. Luckily, I was able to catch a few of these along the way. We hit the ground running with a few Blastoise cards in the XY base set. First, we have Blastoise EX, which was reprinted 2 years later in XY Evolutions. Then we get Mega Blastoise EX, which also got reprinted in XY Evolutions. Finally, we have the full art Blastoise EX. We get another Blastoise EX from Generations in 2016, along with another Mega Blastoise EX. Evolutions released that same year, which includes the XY base set reprints we already covered, and the trainer card Blastoise Spirit Link. Evolutions is capped off with this full art Mega Blastoise EX. We close out the XY era with two Blastoise EX promo cards. The last is one of my favorite Blastoise cards, which features cameos from Gyarados and Vaporeon. Blastoise takes a break for a few years, but comes back with a really strong 2019, starting with Team Up. This card got a Cracked Ice holo promo. Unbroken Bonds saw the first Blastoise GX card. The set also included a Rainbow Secret Rare Blastoise GX, which was reprinted with color as a promo card. Cosmic Eclipse sees Blastoise joined with Piplup with a total of 4 tag team cards. Sadly, I messed up the good streak I had going by needing a placeholder card for all 4 of these. Blastoise emerges in the Sword and Shield era with the Pokemon Go set. This set introduced the Radiant Blastoise as well. The Sword and Shield promo set featured the only Blastoise V and Blastoise V Max cards. We revert back to Blastoise EX with the 151 set. This set also featured this awesome illustration rare. We round out the Blastoise set with another EX card in Stellar Crown, which is the last Blastoise card as of making this video, but there are a couple of cameo cards I didn't include in the set. First, we have Pokemon Reversal from Expedition base set, where Blastoise appears in the background. As much as I'd like to add this to my Blastoise set, I have to give this one to Weepinbell. Blastoise is even more obscured in the background of the Pikachu illustration rare from the 151 set. This card features a ton of other Gen 1 cameos, so this might become a mainstay at the end of my videos. I'll also briefly mention 2 prototype cards. The first is the base set card from Trainer Deck B. This is the only non-holo base set Blastoise, and the back is even more distinguishable. The second is a test card from Expedition, which displays the text "for position only" on the top of the artwork. I'm not including these in my master list, but that's probably debatable for anyone working on a Blastoise collection. Alright, I think we've covered it. Let's see how Blastoise stacks up against the other starters. Blastoise is a step ahead of Venusaur in set size, but Charizard is still far and away the leader. It's a similar story when we look at values, but Charizard's domination is even more pronounced here. Like the rest of his evolution line, my set completion rate is a bit better for Blastoise, but it's still tough to compete with these sets that are built more around common cards. Well, that wraps up the Kanto starters. This was an awesome set of Pokemon to start off the series with, and to be honest, I'm really grateful for the positive feedback I've gotten so far. I know it's not massive, but the fact that this channel has passed 7,000 subscribers in 2 months blows my mind. With that said, I've gotten a lot of requests to skip ahead to specific Pokemon. And now that we're through the starters, I think this is a good time to announce that I'm going to keep going in Pokedex order for now. I know that's rough news for the Mew and Mewtwo fans, and the Dragonite fans, and the Legendary Birds fans, and the Snorlax fans. Wow, the back end of Gen 1 is stacked. But the goal really is to cover every Pokemon. And if I skip ahead, that just wouldn't be fair to the Caterpie fans. I think a big component of being a Pokemon fan is that it's kind of a grind. Whether it's watching the anime, playing the video games, or collecting the cards, it requires a level of passion and determination that really makes the payoff so satisfying. So I hope you all stick with me on this long journey. At any rate, thanks for watching this video. I'm debuting a member collection highlight segment, so special thanks to the channel members. I have a link to join in the description if you're interested. This week, Ralphie wanted to share their Dragonite collection. This is an excellent collection, and I'm particularly jealous of the Dragonite V alt art from Evolving Skies, which he keeps in a magnet case for display, and I can't blame him. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe, and as always, keep coming back if you need more boxes to check.